reach the sky. Raise your glasses, let the whole world know we're rocking forever on the barbecue show. Get in the smoke, let the fire take hold. Raise your lighters, stories told. Barbecue thunder, the spotlights glow. Rocking the pit on the barbecue show. From Cleveland basements to the radio waves, the fire's burning, the passion never fades. Tuesday nights, the flames alive. Central lights gathered, the show survives. He's the voice of barbecue, the Godfather's call. Legends and pit masters, he's interviewed them all. Get in the smoke, let the fire take hold. Raise your lighters, stories told. Barbecue thunder, the spotlights glow. Rocking the pit on the barbecue show. "17 years and still going strong. White whales landed. He's played that song."
This is Chris Payne from Euclid, Ohio, and you are listening to Barbecue Central.
Start the game! Let's go!
We'll do it live. Okay. Well, do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
So to get that perfect barbecue, you use wood. Are you sure it's safe? Whatever. We put the lighter fluid on, strike the match, and oh! Should we call the fire department? That might be a good idea.
Hey, good evening, and welcome to the really big Barbecue Central show. This is the show that talks about all things that are important to the world of barbecue and grilling. The show originating from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame city, Bomb City, USA, Cleveland, Ohio, the barbecue capital of the North Coast. I am your program host, Greg Rempe. Happy to have you aboard here on your Tuesday evenings, a live fire, fun, and frivolity show. If you would like to get in contact with the show this evening, or you would like to follow the show during off-show hours, here's how you do all that.
You can get in touch with the show by sending an email to Greg at bbqcentralshow.com. Follow us on all the social media channels at BBQ Central Show. And be sure to subscribe to the show podcast feed on your favorite podcast platform.
Anything else you want to find out about the show can be found at the main website, thebbqcentralshow.com. And here's what's happening. Gang, if you can believe it, we are now in the first Tuesday of May. Yes, getting halfway through the year. And, of course, it's going to be Malcom Reed leading us off. So excited to talk to Malcom as we do each and every month. Doubly excited that his tech expert, Tyler, and I chopped it up for a little while yesterday, making sure all the connections were together. I think what we've come to find out is, in large part, Google Chrome and my streaming software, which I don't rent per month, but I purchased, vMix, seems to be at competition with each other, and they are not playing nicely. Thusly, you would recall last month, through no fault of his own, but Malcolm's superb studio and sound equipment and everything decided to not play well with Google Chrome, as it had for any number of months and years, playing nicely right along. And then last month, it decided not to do that. And we did the interview anyway because Malcom has showed up the right way many times, has the traveling gear, like all that. So one time, no problem, easy pass, and it is a, now, to me, known Google Chrome issue that we have to contend with from a guest standpoint. If you are a Mac user, it appears not to be as prevalent as it is on Windows machines, but the way to work around that, as I send out the instructions, is to use, and I can't believe I'm going to say it, Microsoft Edge. I remember the last time I told anybody to use a native Microsoft web browser for anything. But in this case, and I believe we have Wes Wright to thank for it, if we look back through the annals of how long this has started to rear its head, Wes Wright had just happened to connect through Microsoft Edge one time, and this was a number of months ago, and said, oh, well, I just used Edge, and it seemed to work just fine. That might have been on a night where I was having extreme connection issues, and through no forethought of his own, just using Microsoft Edge, one of the 5 people that must have been using Microsoft Edge at the time, I have now surmised that that is the workaround until Google Chrome can get its shit straight. But it might not. And I'm not going to get a new piece of streaming software because this was very difficult to put together, and I can't do it anymore at this stage. So, all that being said, tested again, Malcom sounding top-notch. And, well, looky here. Bobby Rebby just joined the show, everybody. There she is, coming in from Pittsburgh. Come by 10:35 for a drop-in if you want.
Okay.
Or 9:35 for a drop-in if you want. Come in after Malcom.
Okay.
Or you can come in 9:35. You can send Q down at 10:35.
Okay.
We can have a grilling session, and I don't mean cooking. I mean me asking pointed questions. Grilling session, if you know what I mean. All right. So we'll see. There we go. That was my tease. Well, I was going to tease. You never know who we might see in studio tonight, but the cat is out of the bag. It could be Bobby Rempe in as close as 30 minutes from now, or an hour and 30 minutes from now, and perhaps her boyfriend, Quentin, either together or separate. So, Malcom Reed is starting off the show, and then we'll move to the second hour. 14 past the second hour, of course, Sam the cooking guy. Wow. It is a show to beat all shows, with plenty to talk about, plenty to look forward to. We are in May, so you know we have a huge competition coming up in a few short weeks, Memphis in May. That's got a new look to it as well. Of course, we'll get updates and feedback and thoughts on the ever-evolving Barbecue World Cup, some new things going on there. So lots to get to, and stay tuned. If you want to follow the show, you can do it through the social media handles of the following: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, all with the handle at BBQ Central Show. And, of course, we're saying good evening to all of you watching tonight through one of the video streaming platforms. Go to Facebook.com/BBQ Central Show to watch, or you can go to YouTube.com/@BBQ Central Show, where we do have a new YouTube poll question of the week. And we're asking everybody, including all guests, would you rather have long nose hair or long ear hair? And currently 100% of you are saying long nose hair. I'm going to be honest. I saw the 100% and I thought for sure that was going to be ears. Given the choice and you have to choose between one or the other, I mean, there's no other answer than having long ear hair. I couldn't imagine having long nose hair. I might be able to put myself in a position where I can hide my ears in a certain fashion. But, I mean, the nose is straight there, and even worse from a side profile. Oof, long nose hair. I don't know if there's anything worse than long nose hair. So I'm going to choose ear hair for me, but we'll see what Malcolm has to say, and Bobby, Q, saying the cooking guy, and the rest of the YouTube voting public as we work through what could be a 120-minute show tonight. It could be a little less. If it's a little less, I'm not going to cry. We have an early bell in the morning tomorrow for a huge corporate event down in Columbus. I know. Corporate headquarters, 30 minutes away. Let's drive 2 hours and 30 minutes away for a corporate event where the likes of Lieutenant Governor and former Ohio State football coach Jim Tressel will be speaking. I don't know on what. And then there's some additionally hired motivational / team building folks. Come on, are you ready? Is it possible that we could turn the executive leadership and the, what am I called? Senior leadership and executive leadership teams even more focused than we currently are? I doubt it, but CJT and whoever these motivational speakers are really going to try and make us even better corporate professionals than we already are. And then for my reward, I'll be staying this evening. I'll be staying Wednesday evening, taking a little Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse, of course, because when I'm in Columbus, I am in Jeff Ruby's. And then we have a one-on-one, me and my South Region sales manager, first thing Thursday morning before I head back to Cleveland. Wow, it's going to be a whirlwind 24 hours, and I can't wait to start it in less than 12 hours from now, as I will be ushering Bobby and Q, dropping them off at 0600 Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, where they're going to be going down to visit my parents for any number of days, and then immediately I'll be pushing down to Columbus from there. So that's how the show is laying out. We are still at 100% on nose hair, the long version winning, but we'll see how it works. I tried to figure out a way to not bring up what everybody emailed in over the course of the week, and it had to do with the embedded correspondence segment, and I'm not even going to dive into it any further than that, but if you heard it, you know what everybody was emailing about. That may or may not make an appearance on the show tonight. But you wanted it in the open, but no. I figured out a way to talk around it. Good for me. I'm the professional.
Hello.
I said I'm the professional. All right, Malcom Reed is ready to go. And before we get to him, I bet you didn't know. Malcolm, not only are Malcolm and I handsome, we have that in common, but we also cook on Primo grills. That's right. Big fans. What do you get with a Primo? You get the real ability to do true two-zone cooking. Two-zone cooking is very important to both professional and backyard cooks alike. It's the best way to manage a fire and cook with confidence. However, getting a 2-zone fire in a round ceramic cooker isn't very realistic. Why? Because it's round. Enter Primo Grill and their game-changing oval design. The shape gives you the ability to execute that 2-zone setup that you desire. It also gives you the other ceramic grill benefits as well. And when you break it down, there's more than 60 different ways to cook on the Primo cooker. If you are somebody that loves accessories, you're in luck, because Primo has a number of accessories that will really enhance, dare I say, complete your Primo Grill's cooking experience. Only sold through dealers. Find one near you, primogrill.com. That's Primo, Primo, primogrill.com. And here's the bottom line. Best ceramics in the biz. Yes, we've talked about that. Patented technology, of course. They are on top of the IP game. True 2-zone cooking capabilities with multiple sizes of ovals. Yes and yes. Visit a Primo Grill dealer near you, won't you? primogrill.com. Follow them on the Facebooks and the Instagrams. I have some unboxings to do too, maybe? What aren't you going to find on the show tonight? Two media mavens, the biggest names in their respective industries, and unboxings, and family talk? Where are you finding that?
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Broadcasting live from the Barbecue Central Show studios in Cleveland, Ohio. You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
Some rapid emails coming in demanding that I talk about what they wrote in on what they wanted me to talk about, and the top of the show reiterating the topic that they wanted me to talk about in the emails that were just sent over the last minute. It remains a no at the moment. It's tabled. Joining me now is the first Tuesday of the month regular guest, 14 past the first hour, and he has done such for decades. And he is Malcom Reed. Hey, Malcom.
What's happening, Greg? I hope you can hear me this month.
Man, we love it. Sounds great. We could hear you last month, but this, when you have the pro setup, the dulcet tones of Malcom Reed serenade our eardrums, and that's what we want to hear.
All right.
We have a YouTube poll question of the week, Malcom. We're asking everybody, including all guests, would you rather have long nose hair or long ear hair?
I'm gonna go nose. I already had some upper lip hair.
Yes, all
Might
right.
as well add some nose hair.
That's right. So you are with 100% of the YouTube voting public with nose hair. I opted for ear hair, thinking that nose hair was a little odd, but now that you're talking about having the, the mustache, full beard situation, I can see that. So Snot Locker is boat racing. Would you rather at the moment? I wanted to get your take on this, Malcom. So I've been utilizing artificial intelligence to create podcast artwork. I used to just put the same image every time in the old audio podcast feed, and then realized, if you wanted to make a separate piece, something you could hang on each individual episode, but me and social media and minutia, I'm not going to put in the time, I'm not going to put in the effort. However, with the advent of this here AI, a lot of things have become a lot easier. I've become what I feel might be a little bit more proficient than the normal ham and egger on prompting various artificial intelligence platforms. And this afternoon on my lunch break, I said, I'm doing a podcast episode with Malcom Reed from How to BBQ. Act as a image expert and research specialist on the internet and do a deep dive on Malcom Reed. And then come back with a podcast artwork for the BBQ Central show with Malcom and I in it. And make sure you specifically mention subscribe on iTunes and subscribe on Spotify. Mention Malcom Reed name and How to BBQ Right. Also mix in some podcast images in the background and some grilling and barbecue images in the background. Do you want to see what it wrote up for me?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Now you tell me what you think here. Do we have a winner?
I guess you could see a resemblance.
I'm going
I like
no.
all the background stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, who's that old guy on your left? I mean, you got a nice tan going on.
Yeah. I feel
I don't know who that guy
like
beside you is.
well, this is Malcom. I mean, he's got great hair, of course. I mean, you got great hair. The beard. I'm going to say the beard is
matches.
probably the most.
The beard spot on.
Yeah. I mean, How to BBQ Right shirt. Okay. I mean, that's anything. Anybody could have made that. I mean, I feel like I look like a cross between generically Middle Eastern and Bob Barker and maybe a sportscaster in some way.
That's what I was thinking. That's ESPN, man. It looks
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's very, I don't know, uncomplimentary, but I always like to think I probably look better than I really do. Where it nailed, of course, yes, in the background here we have some podcast headphones. We got the XLR cables in the back, a Weber kettle, of course, smoker off to the shoulder of Malcom Reed here. The big BBQ Central show we love. I guess this is an attempt at rubs and spices here next to Malcom on the left. But then you have subscribe on iTunes, subscribe on Spotify, winner there. All things considered, like there's no way I was going to be able to freehand that. If I contracted somebody to draw that, I would be pissed that I spent the money and got that result. But in the grand scheme of things, it's going to go up. It'll sit there. Somebody will be like, better than text. And I think the Google bots and all that stuff, like images and, whatever else. So I think all in all, I'm going to give it like 4 out of 10. What are you giving it out of 10?
I'll go that. I'll go 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. All right. You're always busy. You're always up to something. So, like, what are the latest things either going on at the store or going on in the life of How to BBQ Right?
Well, it's barbecue season, so it's time to start cranking up some more recipes and content. But man, I've started up a couple more businesses, so I've got a full plate. So yeah.
What are the businesses?
Oh, we have a new grassroots seed and supply company where we're selling agriculture products mainly for hunting, like food plots and stuff like that. Some of it's cover crops for farmers, and then we've got some feed for animals and things like that. So, and then I've got a marina going down in Venice, Louisiana. So if anybody
You
likes
have
the
a
deep sea
marina?
fish, man, I got the spot for you. Yeah.
Holy, but you got, is it like slips?
Yeah. We've got boat storage, we got dry storage, we got condos, we got a hotel, we got you set up in Venice, Louisiana. If anybody goes down there, it's called Cypress Cove Marina. So check it out.
Where is Venice, Louisiana in relation to somewhere I would maybe have heard of?
Go to New Orleans and then keep going as far south to the road stops, and you're there.
Really?
So it's it's probably about an hour 15 minutes south of New Orleans.
How does a marina avail itself to you to even consider? I think when we talk about in business, we're always talking about diversifying the portfolio. I think this is a textbook example for somebody that knows Malcom Reed. It's a live fire guy. So diversification from you is getting outside of YouTube, making merch, doing sauces and rubs, doing cooking classes, opening up the retail store that also sells barbecue and grilling stuff. So diversification within the industry that you really have a foothold in. The feed and supply store, and that's going to be a whole another set of questions here, but it feels like the most, I don't know, I guess I could see that you're a hunter, outdoorsman.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would have gave me 100 or 1,000 guesses that I would have guessed you got into the marina business. So how does that happen?
Well, so I started hunting with a group of guys out in Texas. We have a ranch that we rent out there, and they all had boats that they kept down at this marina. So when they weren't hunting, they were down fishing, and just got to hanging out with them. And the opportunity come up. The gentleman that owned the marina wanted to retire; he wanted out, and so we started kicking some numbers around and said, "Hey guys, this is doable with the a little bit of financing. We can come up with the amount we need between us, and we could take over this thing, and we'll get somebody down there to run it and." All put our skills into it, and hopefully make it something.
So you have it's you and hunting partners.
Yeah. I've got a few buddies in it with me. Yep.
Are you all in it evenly from a money standpoint?
Well, I don't have a boat yet, so they've got boats that we charter with. So they've got a little bit more invested than I do because of their boats and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty split up. So it's split between I think about 6 of us. So
really,
yeah.
I've always heard in business you don't want to ever have partners. It always is going to end bad.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is my first endeavor into a marina, and so far it's going great.
What kind of due diligence do you do, or like is one of you the CPA or that has like the background of being able to comb through all those details with whoever the owner is to get like a past 5 or 10 year picture on what revenue is and where GP is and all that fun stuff?
We had to hire some people that knew all that. We had to go, we had to get a legal team, and we had to get accountants, and then we all, for our individual interest, we got to talk to our people and see if it made sense. And before the bank would loan us any money, they had to dive into it too. So they probably got way further than we did. But all in all, it worked out. So.
How many boats can you put in this place? If you sell out, how many are under roof or slip or condo or whatever?
Man, that's a good question. I think the storage would probably hold.
Oh, right. You got the barn too, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's probably 40, 50 slips for boats that are on the water. There's some houseboats, some condos, a hotel, and then there's a dry storage building that'll probably hold, depending on the size of the boats, I bet it would hold nearly 80 boats. So
could you be towards 200 in total?
Oh yeah, easy.
Oh yeah.
It's usually like that on weekends down there. I mean, the fishing snapper season just started, and we had a tournament last week. We got one coming up at the end of the month, right after Memorial Day. So there's a lot of stuff going on down there this time of year.
Snapper season, like turtles or red snapper?
Red snapper. Yeah.
Don't let me shock you with my outdoorsman knowledge. Yeah. Wow. Well, I mean that's just fascinating. So, like, can I buy a slip? Do I do like a year over year renewal, like regular?
Rent them and We definitely rent them. That's how they go. You pay a fee to keep your boat there, and there's fuel available. Everything you need. There's a store. You can buy live bait.
What's boat fuel running these days?
I think diesel's like $5.79 right now. Gas, last I saw, was $4.25, something like that. So it's not too crazy over what it is. Yeah, what it is. It's about 75 cents higher typically on the water than it is the closest little store where you
how
can
much
buy
is it?
some.
How much is gas? Like if you're filling up your truck or something right now in Hernando?
I want to say it's about $3.59, something like that in Hernando.
What?
Diesel's closer to $5.
Dude, there's no way. $3.50.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I drive a diesel, so I know I'm paying $5.
Yeah, holy shit!
I haven't bought regular gas in a minute.
Unleaded. I just filled up today. And I made a mistake. I was down at a business meeting in the middle of nowhere yesterday, and I saw like what is about a 50-cent deviation from the last time I filled up. And I said, "Oh, prices must have went down. I got to fill up today." And when I went to the gas station, it was not where it was yesterday. It's $5 a gallon for gas here in Cleveland. Yes.
Yeah.
$5.
Y'all are a lot higher than we are down here, yeah.
Well, guess who's moving to Hernando, Mississippi? Rhymes with me.
Come on down.
I think we could take over that whole state.
We could try. We could definitely try.
I mean, geez, $3.50. I mean, that's definitely worth it. I mean, that's damn near $2 less a gallon than what I'm paying up here. I thought, I can't believe it's that much less.
How much is diesel in Ohio?
Towards $6.
Yeah. So
I feel like diesel there is, like diesel everywhere is just higher no matter what. But I had no idea that there was. Unless, like, I look at California, that always seems to be much higher in an octane version. But I thought otherwise we were, within 25 or 30 cents of each other. But I didn't think you were still in the mid threes. I mean, I'd give my left and right arm for mid threes at this point. So T-Jax said he paid $3.80. Oh, is that Tyler? T-Jax?
Yeah, that's Tyler.
Yeah. Okay.
He's monitoring.
Yeah, $3.80. Jeff and Dreezy, $4.10 in Minnesota, and looks like it was $4.17 a gallon at Walmart where Tyler was filling up. So, wow, this is quite the gap in fuel. Who knew we were going to be talking about fuel on the segment tonight? All right, so and then the other business is the feed and what's a cover crop?
So cover crop is like. Clover, wheat, stuff like that, stuff you put in a field. Like after you harvest a field, you put something back in it, kind of rotate to put some nutrients back in the ground by letting the crop. So you don't just have bare ground sitting there that fills up with weeds.
So would that be like after you took up your corn, you put down cover crop?
Typically, people will come back and they'll put in some winter wheat, something like that, something that'll grow and sustain all winter, and then when they come back, they can kill it off and plant right into that.
They don't cut that down, and it's not like hay.
It's not really a cash crop. Yeah, no.
Boy, I mean, I just realized how much I don't know sometimes, and here I am right in the middle of not knowing a whole bunch of nothing. I didn't know if snapper meant a turtle or a fish, and I'm getting my agriculture lesson in here as well. All right, so
come down to Mississippi, Greg. We can show you a thing or two.
Yeah, I better. So one of my best customers, all he does is, he's a hay farmer, and I know when he doesn't want to talk because, he never answers my calls, and usually he does. But he'll finally answer if I call him a couple different times, and he's like, I'm in the tractor doing what I love the most. Call me back in 2 days. And I was like, oh, you're cutting hay or whatever. Just like, I'm on my second cut or third, whatever. I don't even know what the fuck that means. But he loves it, and he's a trucker, but trucking seems to be financing his love of farming, which evidently is very expensive too. So luckily, eggs and milk seem to be paying the bills. From a live fire standpoint, Malcolm, events that you might have coming up that you'd like to talk about? You're going to be trotting down and taking in the sights of Memphis in May in a couple weeks?
Probably, yeah. I'm really excited about that open fire category they have going on Thursday. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a chance to run down there and go see some of my buddies and hang out. I mean, I probably won't be there on contest day. I know how serious it gets, and Heath Riles is going to be trying to repeat this year.
Yeah.
There's all the great teams will be there. So I usually don't mess with those guys on Saturday, but Thursday and Friday would be days that I would slip down there and see what's going on and maybe have a cold drink with some of them.
Typically, I don't look at barbecue competitions as being repeatable as far as grand championships are concerned. But I think Memphis in May has certainly seen a share of repeat winners, sometimes three-peat winners. What do you like about Heath Riles' chances of repeating this year?
I mean, he's a solid rib cook, but the problem is it's very hard for a rib team to win. It had been a lot of years until he did it last year. And so for a rib to come back and do it again, stars are going to have to align. If anybody could do it, he could do it. But, to me, if I had to put my money on, I'd put my money on shoulder. Shoulder categories do, it seems like. So there's been plenty of hogs here in the past few years, and ribs finally came back around. So I would think one of those shoulder teams might get lucky this year.
If you had to pick a shoulder team to win it all, and I'm giving you $200 to bet on, who are you betting?
Man, I'd probably go with Mark Lambert. He slips in there.
Oh,
He's one that's always up there.
Just because I would like to see the tie get broke, I would like to see Chris Lilly win one in shoulder.
Can count.
Yeah.
Can't count Chris out ever.
He's solid. Yeah. And then I feel like I would like to see Myron Mixon win too. I would like to see one of those two guys win. If for nothing else, then to that be the person that has, one up over everybody else, because they have been tied. I feel like there was a time when, a couple years, 3 years, 4 years had passed and neither of them had won, but I still felt confident that it was going to happen. Mm-hmm. And now I feel like there's so much time that has passed. I don't feel like it's ever going to happen.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It doesn't slow down, and there's all kinds of good teams coming up, and things just change. But those guys, they've been so consistent. What's the number? Is it tied at 6 or tied at 7? Do you know?
It's 5.
It's 5. So 6 would be the one that would. Yeah. I could see it. I could see Chris or Myron doing that.
Well, we'll see how it plays out. So I hope you have a safe trip down there. You see everybody you need to see. And I'm surprised nobody lobs a phone call to Malcom Reed to ask him to come in the tent or maybe be a secret taste tester or impart some wisdom.
I've got a big trip planned. I'm leaving to go to Miami to go cook with, I don't know if you know Guga Foods, but he's real big. So I'm going to go down. He invited me down to do some videos with him, and I couldn't pass that up. So I'm going to be leaving and flying out. So I'm definitely going to try to get to Memphis in May, Thursday. Then I may get to shoot down there a little while Friday. Then I got to hit the road. So
I think this is what it's going to sound like when you're with Guga. Oh, hello, Malcolm. I want you to marinate the steak for 580 days in soy sauce and ketchup. Okay. Cheers, everybody. What do you think? I think it was pretty good.
Great impression. Spot on.
I had to get right on the mic. Malc, always appreciate the time, and we will see you again in June.
In June, we'll be halfway, man. Take
no
it easy,
doubt.
Greg.
All righty, there he is, Malcom Reed right there. Doing it as only he can, and getting my spot-on Guga impression right at the end. Guga is like, he's got creep voice in his voiceovers, but then when he's doing the review at the end. We're going for a joint interview? Wow. I don't know how well that's going to look, but yeah, we'll see what happens. See what happens.
Hello.
Sorry. All right. We're setting up for a 9:35. So while logistics are happening that you can't see, Chuckles is running. I want to tell you that this segment that this show is proudly sponsored by our pals at Fireboard. Fireboard Spark, Fireboard Beacon, the Fireboard Pro, the wireless Fireboard Pulse. Experience total control over all your devices from anywhere in the world with the Fireboard app. Discover more by visiting fireboard.com or by calling 816-945-2232 today. That's our good friends Ted Conrad and the gang over at Fireboard. And again, that's fireboard.com. We're back with in-studio guests. Stick around, be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Howard Stern, Jim Rome, Dan Patrick, and Greg Rempe. The Mountain Rushmore of talk show entertainment. Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show.
And we thank Malcom Reed for joining us last segment. Still shy of 2 million YouTube subscribers, but he's getting so close. 1.98 still as of last check today. If you want to help them push over, it's howtobbqright.com and then follow the link over to the Facebook page, YouTube page, or you can just go youtube.com/@ how to BBQ right. In this open segment, we are being joined by former defensive back for Seton Hill University, where over his collegiate career, he amassed 487,000 tackles. He had 48 sacks his senior year alone, setting a record in the PSAC and a school record. Also intercepted 17 times, running more than halfback for touchdowns, just barely missing being drafted into the NFL because of his prowess. We are welcoming in our pal, Quentin Posey. Hey, Quentin.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Glad that you guys were able to make it back here safe. And a quick turnaround as you are flying out early morning tomorrow to head south to the likes of Sarasota, Florida.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to, what are you most looking forward to in a Sarasota?
I'm looking forward to the weather. It's been a little back and forth in PA. You know, one day it's cold, one day it's warm. So getting a little bit of that 80 degree plus weather would be nice.
Yeah. Sunshine.
Yeah, exactly.
Vitamin D. Feeling good.
Exactly.
I didn't mention this on the show a month or so ago. We were up, was it Easter or something like that? Made the visit up there. And there was an altercation with, I want to say it's your neighbor. I mean, technically he owns that house, but I guess for the folks that don't know, nobody knows. But I was full part and parcel of this whole excellent event. What is going on with the neighbor, and have there been any more in front yard scream downs with voices echoing up and down the hills of the suburbs of Pittsburgh?
So no, actually since that day, everything's been smooth. I haven't had anyone come back and say anything.
Have you seen him since?
Have not seen him.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a guy that came to the house the other day. It looks like maybe the state, someone maybe took over the house. But yeah, that guy's not been around, which is a good thing. No, hopefully no more arguments. That was a one-time thing, hopefully. So
I was lucky to be there that day.
You were the whole family, actually.
The heat was up, and the straw broke the camel's back. Yeah, wow. And I think what we've learned is he didn't really have a great command of his emotion.
He did not.
He didn't want to talk like a adult human man being.
Yeah.
And instead, a lot of yelling. Not a lot of substance behind it. But as we started to unravel and talk humanely to this deranged lunatic, he really had a problem with your landlord.
Yeah, for sure. He was mad about the rocks, and I think just there must have been some built-up animosity over the past years with the landlord, I'm assuming. He said he was talking about that. He was talking about that wall majority of the time. You guys had a wall here and that, and then he threw the rocks in our yard. But yeah, I think the animosity is more so with the landlord. It wasn't really with us. I think it's just, like I said, some built-up aggression that he had to get out, and then also with Bobby parking in front of his house kind of set him off a little bit too. But
now, not in his defense, he does put his own store-bought construction cones in front of what he appears to think is his portion of the street, which, of course, as we all know, no human being owns a part of the street. That's city-owned stuff. They're maintaining it. So he has no right to put cones anywhere he wants in that street. Bobby wants a place to park. She looks up and down the street. Nothing is available except these cones. And I assume a lot of people might be driving up and down that street, don't realize that these cones aren't put officially out. I mean, they don't say City of Pittsburgh or, whatever township of this and that and the other thing. They just see orange cone. Oh, okay, I'm not even going to bother. And they just keep going. You guys are hip to the fact that this guy is a toolbox and that he's setting out these cones. So when there is no parking spot for Bobby to park in, she moves the cones, takes that spot, and that heightens him even more. And it just crescendos on that day, on that Easter day or whatever it was.
Right.
Yeah. Great.
Yep. Hopefully we won't see that guy again. I think we'll be all set now. So
I'm trying to think, like, this guy, is he more intimidated, not physically, but maybe, is he more intimidated by you because you were working at the time upstairs, and then, like, I answered the door, I engage with him initially just to see if there's going to be any shenanigans. You know, quickly I'm able to surmise the guy's just a lunatic.
Mm-hmm.
You're like barreling down the stairs. Bobby's already in this guy's face, and now it's the two of you going after. He's yelling. There's a lot of yelling going on. Bobby's clapping her hands and yelling at him, which is completely disrespectful. And what we love, you know, that really gets people going. So glad that we were able to put that behind us. And, you know, plus maybe he's dealing with a little, that's my family home. I mean,
Right.
in fairness, I put a little gas on the fire. I say fire because the guy's house is pretty much burned down. And he was putting up a valiant fight for his house. And I said, oh, that house is a piece of shit. And then the first thing he said back to me was, that's my childhood home. And I was like, oh, wow. Well, now we've touched a nerve.
Yeah, definitely.
And he
touched
told
a
me to
nerve.
stay out of it.
Yeah. I think it was more so too. I think he was shocked when he seen so many people come out of the house, because I thought he probably thought it was going to be just us two. Then there was like 5 people storming out of the house. He was probably like, "Oh shit, like what's going on here?"
That's right.
So
Stepped into a bum's rush.
yeah, exactly.
All right. So here's the question. How much outdoor cooking have you done at your time in the Pittsburgh apartment or house? Or not apartment, but house.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
I have not done any outdoor cooking.
You?
I got to give the credit to Bobby.
Come on.
Bobby does the outdoor cooking. There's growth that needs to be done within cooking outside. So yeah, none.
Not
None.
that there has to be any. Do you have a desire to want to master the art of the grill or live fire in general, or you know, like not so much?
I definitely want to get started for sure. You know, there's going to be days where Bobby's not around. You know, I'm moving here soon. I'm going to be by myself for a couple months. So yes, definitely want to get better at cooking on the grill and getting it in smoking too. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, going down to Atlanta, so you know, to me, it's like, is that barbecue culture down there? Am I going to sneeze? Yeah. Yep. Nope. Wow. It was right there, and then it left. God damn it. I apologize in advance if all of a sudden I'm sneezing out of nowhere. I feel like, so one of the best competition barbecuers ever, I think he might be the best competitive barbecuer ever, Myron Mixon from Jack's Old South, is from Unadilla, Georgia. So that's in the sticks, of course.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever heard of that, except if you're a nerd like me that follows competition barbecue. They have some pretty good barbecue restaurants in there, some good like regional chains. I think Fox Brothers is out of there, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a couple other well-known live fire guys. I think Brian Furman is Georgia. He might be an Atlanta guy, actually. So there's some places down there that I think are worthwhile going to. But I think like Georgia and Florida, and more Florida than Georgia, get left out of whatever proper barbecue is in the South. So you got South Carolina, you got North Carolina, you get Tennessee, not so much Louisiana. Alabama, of course, has the white barbecue sauce with Big Bob Gibson's. So maybe just being in the bowels of the South will inspire you to want to pick up live fire cooking even quicker.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, the weather's always nice. Gives you a reason to be outside, fire the grill up, you know. I don't think that, I'd never heard Atlanta being big for grilling. I mean, you would know more than me, obviously. But from what I hear, most people that when I talk about Atlanta food, they always talk about wings. So I'm assuming Atlanta's pretty big for wings, I'm assuming. But
I like wings.
Yeah, but I'm not really sure. I never heard anything about grilling, so I don't know if it's really big down there.
The only other thing I know about Atlanta is something called Buckhead.
Okay. Yeah, I know about Buckhead.
But I've never been. But I heard always people talking about Buckhead this, Buckhead that. Also, there's a Ferris wheel somewhere.
Yeah, there's a Ferris wheel somewhere. I'm not really
like
sure.
Like Olympic Park or something like that.
Olympic Park.
Is that what it's called, Olympic Park?
Yeah, it's Olympic Park.
By the way, fun fact, a bomb went off there during the Olympics. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not know. That's a fun fact, actually.
Richard Jewell or David Jewell, like that guy was railroaded. It was quite a whole thing. Looked at it, I think it was like 96, 92. Shit.
I'll have to look that up. I did not know that, actually.
Olympic bombing Atlanta. That's
Like
all you have to do
during the
Google
events?
machines. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, it was in the park, but it was
Right.
while the competition was happening. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
It
I'll
was the
check
whole
that
thing.
out.
Yeah, there was a
Crazy.
little bombing going on there. What are you most excited for moving to Georgia, Atlanta?
I would say definitely the weather. It's always going to be.
Bro, it's got to be the job.
Well, that too, for sure. Yeah, the weather and definitely the job. Definitely the job. I'm excited to start something new. Making a slight little pivot from cybersecurity into the sales and consulting world. So I'm definitely excited for that. But yeah, I would say the job and the weather for sure. I'm tired of the cold, in PA. Well, I guess everywhere. I got a lot of snow this year. And so I'm tired of dealing with the snow. So
You ever heard of Blowfish Barbecue in Pittsburgh?
no, I have not.
Well, I got a guy right in my instant chat, Blowfish Barbecue. He's been in the game forever. Was food truck. I don't know if do you have a restaurant now?
I would say
Blowfish?
food truck guys at a
But
restaurant.
I definitely food truck in the beginning, but this, legitimate. Got to look up Blowfish Barbecue.
Okay.
Just
Get
like
out,
it sounds.
Fish. Okay.
Yeah. How do you miss football?
So I don't think I actually missed the game because body always hurts, but I do miss the camaraderie with like the teammates. I miss bus rides. I miss the locker room vibe. But obviously you get parts here and there where you do miss it, but I'm not like, man, I wish I was still playing football right now. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I never wanted to play football for even 1 second because all I considered was the amount of pain I would be in.
Yeah.
And in high school, which would have been my only time potentially even playing before I got cut, would be definitely I was 155 pounds in high school, like very not big. So maybe receiver or like I don't even know what
little DB action,
back.
little safety.
Yeah, but I wasn't fast.
Yeah.
And I wasn't tough. So anything I was going to do on a football field was going to involve pain for me. So I just immediately stayed away from it. But you were like, big, muscular, like hitting people. So, and you seemed like a pretty unique athlete in the fact like you're like big, but then you were very quick. I'm no expert, but I know what a fast guy looks like. And so you were very quick to the ball and you were able to put it on people once you got there. I mean, they weren't like really breaking tackles or anything.
Right.
So seemed like something. Did you ever think about coaching or anything like that?
I had thought about coaching.
Cybersecurity?
I have thought about coaching. I think the biggest part was with my past job, I really didn't have the time. My schedule was kind of working late hours, so I couldn't really get into it. Wouldn't be able to really commit to coaching a team. But I think now, maybe when I get used to the city and get used to my job and everything, I think that I will definitely have time this fall. Maybe if I can get talking to some coaches or some schools to see if I can come around and maybe be like an assistant or help a little bit with the team. Yeah, I would definitely like to do that for sure.
All right, now we have the info from Blowfish Barbecue. Food truck
Okay.
in Bloomfield twice a month, right down the road from where Bobby works. How about that?
Okay.
Blowfish Barbecue.
Okay.
Just tell him you know me. He'll hook you up with all kinds of free food.
Check that out.
Yeah. I'm putting him right on the spot right now.
Yeah,
Anybody,
check it out.
my daughter Bobby Rent becomes Blowfish. She eats for free and every other time after that. All right. If you could name one thing before we call it an evening here, one thing, what's your most favorite thing about my daughter Bobby?
Bobby's a character, man. I would definitely say her personality. She's funny. She's a little bit of a loser.
No. We win. What are you promoting tonight?
What am I promoting?
Anything?
No, I'm not promoting.
Got a Venmo you want to give out, or follow me on Instagram?
Oh yes, follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram is Q_Posey10. I don't post much, but that's me. That's where I'm at. I'm on Facebook too. Quentin Posey.
Are you gonna do a vlog of the move down from Pittsburgh to Atlanta?
I thought about it. I told Bobby, I was like, maybe I should start doing a TikTok. She was like, no, you're corny. And I was like, oh.
Yeah,
right.
showing every video
She
with,
shot down my
"Hey,
dreams.
guys."
So I was like, maybe I'll take like a video of the whole move of us packing up, driving down, everything. She was like, no, do not do that. She was like, you're not a content creator.
You could be, that could get you famous. I mean, nobody's a content creator until they create content.
That's what I told her, and she basically shot my dreams down.
You could have millions of dollars in your pockets before you set up shop.
Exactly. I was like, look, I mean, might as well just stream the whole thing, up and moving. She was like, no.
Yeah, live stream the drive.
The U-Haul,
right.
packing up.
That's right. Oh, my God.
Yeah, she wasn't a fan, though. So guess I probably won't be doing that.
Well, all right. Anything else before I let you go?
No, that's it. I appreciate you having me on the show.
Yeah, of course. Live in person, once again, our pal Quentin Posey right there. Division II defensive back, star of the PSAC. By the way, PSAC is a huge, aside from a really odd-sounding acronym, PSAC is a very large conference, sports conference, Division II sports conference. So, don't sleep on the quality of football that you get there. And, of course, Seton Hill also producing the likes of my second favorite football player, Todd, wide receiver, who set a school record for receptions his senior year. All right, let's see. That gets us there. Yeah, all right. If we look at the poll question of the week, see, I knew it. We're starting to work back. Would you rather have long nose hair or long ear hair? You want long nose hair or ear hair? If you had to choose between the two. Quentin wants long nose hair. Forgot to ask. 62% of the YouTube voting public aligning with Quentin. Malcom Reed also said he would rather have long nose hair, but 38% of my people, which are the long ear hair people, are running a little bit closer for a long time, 100% nose hair. All right, we will step away and come back to wrap up the first hour. Don't forget we have Sam the Cooking Guy coming up 14 past the second hour, and then looks like we will close the show with a Bobby Rempe interview. So stay tuned for that. Stick around, be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Continuing to produce incredibly mediocre content in an exceptionally professional way. You're listening and watching the Barbecue Central Show.
Hello.
Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
And we welcome you back. Thanking our new pal, Quentin Posey, for sitting in last segment, learning a little bit about his football career. A move to Atlanta, Georgia is in the offing. I think literally days after he gets back from his Florida trip, he leaves for Atlanta. We'll get the rest of those details from Bobby in about 35 minutes. Blowfish Barbecue weighing in with rule number 3. If it's free, it's me. Yes, sir. I say that in jest, of course. Free the first time to see if it's legit. paying customer after that, of course, 50% discount. Oh, Blowfish Barbecue. This is Guga. I would like to take a brisket and stick it in ketchup for 948 days just to see what happens. But like I say, enough talking and let's get to the cookie. It's so great. I'm the best at it. I believe if Google was sitting here in the studio and we blacked the screen out, we did one of these, you would not be able to tell if I'm doing Guga or if Guga is doing Guga. And again, if you're a fan of Guga's stuff, you realize that Guga has voiceover Guga, which sound like this. And then he's free talking, shucking and jiving Guga at the end with his buddies, Angel and the other guy. It's always some kind of wagyu thing. Malcolm says, how can I say no? I don't know. I don't know if you can say no. I feel like there was a time when Sam the cooking guy and Guga were supposed to do a collaboration. I don't think that ever actually came to fruition. I gotta write that down and ask him. All right. Anyway, we are pointing to the second hour where we will find an interview with Sam the cooking guy, of course. We will get you an updated YouTube poll question of the week. We will talk to you about what's coming up on the best moments of the Barbecue Central show in 10 minutes or less. We also have a new show sponsor that will be taking up a portion of the top of the second hour, which is very exciting. During the Sam the Cooking Guy segment, we will also be reviewing AI's podcast artwork for that portion of the show, or should I call it the second hour? So you have artwork for Malcom Reed that we decided was 4 out of 10, I think. Was it 5? I think it was 4 out of 10. And then you have the podcast art for the Sam the Cooking Guy segment. I think there's some pretty unique elements to both. I'll let you, the live watchers, decide which one is best. All right, reporting to the second hour, refresh your libations. You're listening and watching the Barbecue Central show right here in the Barbecue Central Network. Stick around. We'll be right back.
This is Bobby Rempe from Cleveland, Ohio, and you're listening to Barbecue Central.
Happy to have you aboard here for the really big barbecue show.
Hello.
We cook because we have to, and we grill because we want to.
Hello.
Hit me!
Fine, how you doing?
You have a great show. I'm a big fan.
Hello.
So what seems to be the problem here? This man looks like he's dead and he's in the crackle.
Charbono! It's all about the charbono, dude!
Succulent fish. What?
He ate 2 feet or wiener.
But listen, Lavernius, shut your face.
I'm shaking like a dog shit peach seeds.
Hello.
We have top men working on it right now.
Hello.
Top men.
Hello. Hello.
And just like that, we are into the second hour. It is the Barbecue Central show. This is the show that talks about the most important barbecue and grilling items of the day, week, month, you name it. We do it.
Hello?
Yes, we do. We do it. Is this thing on? Still to come on the show this evening, Sam the Cooking Guy, Barbecue Central show, coming to you live and direct from
Palm City, USA, Cleveland.
We say good evening to those of you watching this show tonight through one of our video streaming platforms. You can go to facebook.com/BBQ Central Show, or you can go to youtube.com/@BBQ Central Show, where we do have a new YouTube poll question of the week that we're asking everybody, including all guests. Would you rather have long nose hair or long ear hair? And now it is becoming by the slimmest of margins. 60% of you are saying you would like the long nose hair. Now, forgive me just for a moment as I look at ESPN real quick. Cade Cunningham, blah, blah, blah. Give me a damn score here. Oh, the Pistons won by 10. Crap. And the Guardians lost. It's tough to live in the city of Cleveland and be a sports fan. I got to tell you that. Sam the Cooking Guy looking for a link that I emailed him before the beginning of the show.
Get that big stuff out of here.
Come on! Coming up on the best moments of the Barbecue Central show in 10 minutes or less this coming Friday, episode 432. Taking you back to the same date as last week, which was October 30th, 2022. This is part 2 of the 4-part series that John Solberg has put together for listener Braden, I believe. And again, this is pretty much featured around 2 show folks, a Johnny Maggs and a Mr. Jonathan or Mr. J from the Cigar Authority podcast, where they went head-to-head in a burger cook-off almost 4 years ago. Braden very interested in reliving some best moments action on that, and John has met his expectation, giving him not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4-part best of a whole month of Miss Johnny Maggs and Mr. J. So if you don't get enough of Johnny Maggs on his podcast or Mr. J on his co-hosted podcast, then go to the Best Moment Show, episodes 431, 2, 3, and 4, and you will get high doses of Johnny Maggs and Mr. J. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the show by visiting thebbqcentralshow.com/subscribe. And if you would like to hear a past guest or segment again that you feel has been lost in what is the extensive archives of the show, you can email our pal John Solberg and let him know you would like to hear. His email address is John, J-O-N, John, J-O-N, at thebbqcentralshow.com. And he'll do his best to meet your expectation. Here we go. Back with the show is the Famous Dave's All-Star Barbecue Series. Yes, oh my God, back and better than ever. Of course, Mike McLeod was on the show last week during the first hour in what was an extended interview where we did touch on the fact that Famous Dave's All-Star Barbecue Series is now back, entering its 4th year. And we have already had 2 competitions. It has changed a little bit as far as frequency. I remembered in the 3 years previous, we were running, right about now, end of April, beginning of May, and it was pretty much every week through August, September, if I'm not mistaken. Now the layout looks a little bit different, scaled back perhaps to a certain degree. We say hello to Bill Volpe, cousin in Chicago. Chicago, my kind of town. So this time out, you're going to see 2 events each month Not necessarily in successive weeks, although the two I'm going to be talking about in successive weeks, but you'll see what I'm talking about here. But Famous Dave's All-Star Barbecue Series is back, and we will be updating you top of the second hour moving forward as we get through this series. The first one was on April 18th in one of my favorite cities outside of Chicago, Indianapolis, Indiana. 6 total teams took part, and winning the whole damn thing is Pitmaster Dave White from Great White Smoke. Taking grand champion is Randall Bowman of Deep South Smokers, and then he doubled up, so you have a People's Choice competition as well, and Randall Bowman also winning People's Choice. So we congratulate Dave White and Randall Bowman. As you may or may not recall, anybody that is granding, reserve granding, or winning People's Choice all get golden tickets to this year's World Food Championships, held, by the way, in the aforementioned Indianapolis, Indiana. And then after April 18th, where did we go? Of course, my favorite place in all the land, Rancho Cucamonga, California. React to me, Rancho. 6 teams in total there, of course. Winning it, the grand champion, Kurt Bronner with Rack City Barbecue. Love that name. Reserve grand was Barnaby Antunes with Blazing Barrels Barbecue. I apologize, Barnaby, if I said your last name wrong. And winning the People's Choice, Garrett Manning with Get It Proper Barbecue. So Kurt and Barnaby. That's a family name, right? Of course. Kurt, Barnaby, and Garrett all claiming their golden tickets to the 2026 World Food Championships in Indianapolis, Indiana. The next round of Famous Dave's All-Star Barbecue Series events take place on May 16th, and they take a week off after that on the 23rd, and then they go back in full force on May 30th. So once again, May 16th, May 30th, and those will be happening in the booming metropolis of Union Gap, Washington, and one of my cities that I've been to very frequently over the last couple years, Las Vegas, Nevada, respectively. So Union Gap on the 16th and Las Vegas on May 30th. For more events this season, please check out the website famousdaves.com/All-Star BBQ Series, and you can get your info there. You will also find updates here on this show. All right, let's go ahead and get out early. We got Sam the Cooking Guy already in the green room. We got a Bobby Rempe live in studio after Sam. We had a Quentin Posey closing out the first hour. So we have just as many on-site guests tonight as we do Starlink guests. It's a throwback term in the old days of radio. Are you ready for a cigar experience built on history and passion? Let me tell you about McAuliffe Cigars, somebody that I love deeply. A partnership forged between Texas Passion and a Cuban cigar-making dynasty whose heritage spans back to the 1930s. Whether you're seeking the nuanced elegance of the Migdalia or the complex power of the Leyenda, McAuliffe offers a symphony of flavors for every palate. And don't forget, the ever-expanding color series and unmatched smoking experience coupled with an unmatched value. White most recently released, but I believe I saw on their website they have an orange coming out a little bit later in the year. Each cigar is handcrafted in Esteli, Nicaragua by the legendary Gomez Sanchez family. McAuliffe delivers tradition and quality in every draw. Taste the tradition. Visit McAuliffeCigars.com to find a retailer nearest you. That's McAuliffeCigars.com. And McAuliffe is spelled MICALLEF Cigars.com. We're back with Sam the Cooking Guy. Stick around.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Howard Stern, Jim Rome, Dan Patrick, and Greg Rempe. The Mountain Rushmore of talk show entertainment. Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show.
And we welcome you back. Joining me now, 14 past the second hour of the first Tuesday of every month for over 12 years. Sam the Cooking Guy. Hey, Sammy! How are you?
What's up, buddy? Hold on, I got to get myself. I don't like it when I'm little in the screen and you're big. So
I don't think your microphone is picking up either.
Check. Hello.
No.
Oh, come on. It's
Hello?
my ears. Oh, wait.
Yes.
Check.
No, you'll have to reconnect.
Hello?
No, I don't want to.
You want to sound like shit?
Shit. No, I don't want to sound like shit.
Hurry up. I have all this stuff.
Hello?
Please. Hello? What are we doing? The McAuliffe Color Blend Toro is great for $5. I believe you are correct, sir. No doubt, Jeff. As we wait, I'm glad we got out early because now we're technically not wasting any time with Sam the Cooking. You there?
Yes, I'm here. Nothing? What do you mean? Hold on.
Can you tap the top of the microphone? Yeah, definitely not.
I got you in my ears perfectly.
Yeah. Well, the input is not set up correctly for some reason. Go into your go into your
settings.
Go into your
settings. Stand by.
System settings. Right? System settings.
Hello.
And then input for like the audio. Make sure that your Shure MV7 is picked. Right?
No, Sure, MV7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Output.
Are you in Google Chrome?
Yeah.
Do go to Safari and try it.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Please do me this small favor.
Hello?
Thank you. All right. I have a burning question to ask Sam immediately. Evidently, we're going to like what all the other podcasts go to, which is only in-studio guests. Although that doesn't all the time work for me either, as we've come to find out. Not too long ago, a young Marley Rempe sat right in that chair and Channel 2 took a dump, but we didn't know it. We didn't sound check. We got cocky. Shame on us, I should say. But he'll get here. You want me to make up some words to a song? I can do that. We're gonna have Bobby Rempe on the show in a bit. She's gonna talk about nursing.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, hey, we did it.
There we go.
We did
What
it.
is with Chrome, man?
Yeah, I apologize. Usually
You
I
don't have
send
to
out the
apologize. It's not
instructions
you.
that have like bolded paragraph that says, I have been experiencing technical issues with Chrome. If you
I don't
have
get that.
a...
You never gave me that. I didn't
yeah,
get that.
I know. Because we've done it perfectly for so long. It happened to Malcolm last month. We did a whole interview, as you probably heard, where it sounded like he was doing it from a muted bathroom.
I do not want that ever.
No, never. So,
Listen, if my only choice was sound like I came out of a toilet,
yeah,
or not be on, I'm gonna peace out and say I'll see you next.
We'll
time.
do it next month. All right.
Yeah.
Lot to pick up on. YouTube poll question of the week, Sam. Would you rather have long nose hair or long ear hair?
No question.
All right.
I can't believe anybody's going to choose nose hair. What are the percentages?
55% of the YouTube voting public, they want long nose hair.
Are you? What is
For the first
wrong with
15
people?
minutes, it was 100% of the YouTube voting public wanting long nose hair. Malcolm Reed wanted long nose hair. Quentin
Why?
Posey, Bobby's boyfriend, wanted long nose hair.
Thank you. What is the explanation for that?
I don't know.
Because you know what? As you look at me right now, what would you see? Would you see long nose hair or
I would
long
see your
ear
long
hair?
nose hair.
Of course.
Yes. I feel like I could position myself in a way where I might be able to mask the ear hair in a way, at least on one ear, but you can't hide it on the nose. And then what's worse, the side profile is even worse than getting the head-on profile of nose hair.
I was in an airport coming back from, I don't remember where.
All right.
6-7 months ago, something, I don't know. And, I think I was in Orlando coming back from a thing I did there. And that guy walked past me with so much ear hair, I couldn't believe it. And I had to make a post about it. And so people were so grossed out. And it was just the ear. When I see somebody with nose hair, oh my God.
I have a
like you see that.
thing.
You might not see your ears in the morning.
Right.
But you definitely see your nose.
No
How
doubt.
do you miss that?
Yeah. I'm in my nose 2-3 times a week with the nose trimmer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The little zzz.
Yeah. It's got the little round tip. And
Do you go there too? Do you do yours too?
I don't seem to have a hairy ear problem. I don't know if I've
don't
ever really seen
but-
hairy ears, to be honest.
Oh, dude. Let me tell you, they exist.
I
And
believe it.
It is not pretty.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be there.
Evidently not. You made a post about it.
I can't believe 55% of the what
55.
state are all those people from? That might be telling.
Yeah, various states.
Okay, you're just being polite now.
All right, I want to show you this. I want to get your reaction to it. I have I showed Malcolm his version of this. So during lunch break today, I went on the AI machine and I had it generate podcast artwork for the first and second hour of the show. So I have podcast artwork, me and Malcolm Reed, and then I have podcast artwork, me and Sam the Cooking Guy.
Go ahead.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here's your AI generated. This is me and you. Oh, Jesus Christ. I got too excited to do my sound effects. All right. Here is me and you. I mean, how can they get one of us looking almost right and then so far off on me? Like, what
So
the
far
fuck
off.
happened?
So far, look, I look about 30 years younger, a little buffer, a little bit more hair, but it's generally me.
Yeah.
But that is not even close to the only thing that's close to you is the Barbecue Central
Yes.
show on the mic. What's that
Yeah.
called?
Yeah, the flag.
The mic thing. Because by the mic flag. Because by the way, that is not a watch that you would wear.
No, of course
Even.
not. It's too cheap.
Mind you, nor's the headset.
Yeah, like I have. So this is I noticed this right off the bat. I have a headset, but I have a microphone, and I'm holding a microphone. Like, what are we doing
Yes,
here?
of course you are.
Yes.
You almost need a third hand in there. But it gave me a watch similar to yours too.
Yeah.
But that's clearly, off the cover of Sam the Cooking Guy and the Holy Grail, because that's, me there. But that's so funny.
Yeah.
That is so funny. I will give AI a picture every so often and say, can you, look, there you go. It stole that. It's pretty smart.
Yeah.
I'll give it.
It's
every
only
so often I'll give it a
50% smart.
Well, you're right in this case. Every so often I'll give it gave you good hair though.
Well, sure, that's great. Except I feel like I look more like Mike Breen, sports play-by-play guy, than me.
I don't know who that is, but you do look like a sports play-by-play guy. Yeah. Every so often I'll give it a picture and just say, I gave it a picture of me. I was wearing a jacket, I had a black T-shirt. The jacket was open, zipped down to about here. I said, can you all I want you to do is make these words look like they're underneath on the T-shirt. covered up a little bit by the jacket. It made me look like a turd. And I went back and go, don't change me.
Yeah.
Do not change the face. Only change the shirt. Screwed me up again.
Wow.
Sometimes, you know what it is? It's like sometimes, you know how you call a place for customer service and you get like a crack employee? They're fantastic. They got all the answers. You're in and out in seconds. Every so often, I feel like I get that AI employee. And every so often, I call in, it's like lunchtime. And they've got Alan from shipping that doesn't generally take customer service calls, but he happens to be there. And he's generating the answers or the pictures I'm looking for, and he's not doing a very good job.
All right, now, do you want to see the one of Malcolm Reed and I?
Please, I was going to ask you.
Can't wait to get your take on this. So before we get to that, score 1 to 10, 10 being the best and 1 being the worst. Where do you rank AI on our picture?
Well, I have to take both of our photos into consideration.
Yes.
I'm going to give it a 6.
A 6. That's pretty good.
What would you give that?
3.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's to me, that's a miss, a big miss.
Okay.
All right. Here is Malcolm Reed and I. Can't wait for you to see this. How about that?
You.
Oh, shit.
What the
Isn't that
hell?
crazy?
Oh my God.
So I prompted it.
You.
I said, please act as a internet image researcher expert. Do a deep dive on Malcolm Reed images. And then combine him and I in a picture for podcast art for my show, The Barbecue Central Show. Please include the title of the show. Please make sure you mention subscribe through iTunes and Spotify, which it does really well on the bottom there.
That they can do.
Put Malcolm Reed's name up there, and then add some barbecue imagery and some sound imagery. Except I told Malcolm, I feel like I'm a cross between generically Middle Eastern,
100%.
some Bob Barker, and then again back to the sports play-by-play guy. Like it's kind of
you are absolutely
weird.
You're from India, brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Barbecue Central Show.
Cooking.
Yes.
You know what? I can't do.
Please
tell me.
me.
We discussed doing. Listen.
Yes.
When we're talking on my channel, I'll go to do an accent, and I'll say to Max, I can't do that one, right? And he goes, no. He goes, you can do the white ones. You can be German. You can be Italian. You can be English. You can be an Australian. But you can't start into the colored versions of people. I can't be Chinese.
No.
Japanese.
I think that
Indian.
word is
no,
wrong.
that's inappropriate.
Sam. I think that word is wrong.
That's inappropriate. I wish it wasn't.
You can't say colored.
I think it's inappropriate.
You can't say colored.
I'm saying brown people. That's what I'm saying. Colored that way.
Can't we just say people?
Well, no, because I'm not referring to people that are white like you or me. I'm referring to people that are generally brown.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
You're sounding racist.
No, I'm not racist at all. Not in the least. Not even close. I have a racist bone in my body.
Well, I don't know if I want to post either of these pictures on my episode podcast cover artwork. That's
of course
what I
you
know
do.
For sure.
I want a new picture of us every week. I can't wait to see what they do.
Well, I have generated other AI pictures of you. Let me see if I can pull one up here real quick.
What do you look at these at night in the dark when you're alone?
but like after the show, I had one for Sam the cooking guy. All right, ready for this one?
After the show, what does that mean?
Yeah. When I get my stuff ready to post on the feed. What do you think about this one?
I hate that one, of course.
You do?
But you know what that is? That's
not tacos.
Samuel Weisenbergstein in New Jersey, freaking out at the grill. I hope I never look like that at the grill.
Yeah.
I did recently when I burned the F out of the chicken things that we made. I sent you that video.
Yeah. That was crazy.
We shared videos.
I'm trying to think if there's any other good ones here. Not really.
He goes, eh.
Not-
Let me ask
not-
you a
not good
question.
enough,
Do you,
yeah.
when you think of AI, do you think that you're asking a question of a man, a woman?
I don't
or
think about
just
that.
Completely, you don't think about that?
I think I'm asking, I'm prompting a
Do
machine.
you use the term? Do you use they when you refer to the answer or the response that you got when you're telling your family? Somebody says, "Oh, you were on A. What response did you get?" And you say, "They said."
No, it.
He said. You say it.
Yeah, it's not a person.
Why don't you just say no? Why don't you say they? Is they
It's
a
not.
person?
It's not they. It's it.
Could be they.
What the fuck is that?
Has
You
it
hear that?
stopped?
Yeah.
Has it stopped?
Yeah.
It's my dryer telling me that my clothes are finished.
I thought that was my dry. I'm like, there's no way that could be. It's all the way upstairs.
No.
Well,
Why
no,
do they
I
play
had
those little
I
songs?
use Gemini. So
Yeah.
I will say Gemini said this. Gemini said that.
Got it. Okay.
So I'm not
Okay, I'm just
necessarily
asking.
using a proper name. I'm just using
I'm just-
whatever the
I'm
Google
just
calls it. Yeah. But yeah, I always think I'm just asking a data warehouse. Help me do this a little bit better. Or help me craft this a little bit better. My wife is very anti-AI. She's a college instructor, so I think she's been jaded to the cheating student. And so any use of it is just cheating or taking the easy way out.
Do you say please
When prompting?
when asking?
Yes, of course. I'm very
You say
detailed,
do you-
too.
Do you say thank you after? Ever?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't want the machine to get mad at me.
No, neither do I. I heard somebody, I don't know who it was, say that the niceties, the pleases and the thank yous are using billions of dollars worth of, thinking time, electricity. I don't know what it is.
Oh, sure.
Because it doesn't need to be there.
I don't have the specific number, but one of my sub brands is Ohio Cat, and they do a lot of, obviously Caterpillar, like construction company, and data warehouses are really big in Ohio, especially for these things. And you remember Back to the Future when Doc Brown found out that he said you need 1.21 gigawatts in order to in order to send the car back and then he was like all freaked out when he went back into the 40s or the 50s or whatever. He's like, oh my God, what was I thinking? That wouldn't even get a data warehouse running 1.21 gigawatts at this point. I mean, there are hundreds of gigawatts or whatever the fuck you call them. So Doc Brown would be rolling over in his proverbial grave if he knew, even though Chris Lloyd's still alive.
It's crazy stuff.
Where's my Emmy?
Oh shit! It's behind me. Which one do you want? Pick one. I'll send you one. All right, it's going.
I want the
mail.
first
I'm
one.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I wanted to hold it up and say I won the Emmy when you were here this month.
Okay,
Don't forget.
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send. Shit.
Am I crazy, or were you going to do a collaboration at one point with Guga?
Oh, we absolutely talked.
Yeah.
And he said you should come down and do something, and we
There was nothing
we
on the
talked
books?
about it, and something got in the way, and
Your good sense?
no, I don't know if it's my good sense. Look, we're two very different creators.
Yeah.
I am, as I like to say, I'm here for, as I look at the camera, not you specifically, but
Yeah.
I say I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I'm here for regular people. I want people to watch and go, holy shit, I can make that. Honey, we can make that. Let's have that.
Yeah.
That looks like something we can do. And Guga's stuff is
It's nonsense.
No, it's not nonsense. There's
Total
a huge
nonsense.
audience for it, and it's a bigger audience than we have.
Yeah.
But it's like train wreck stuff. You're driving
Yes.
down the street and you see an accident and you go, "Let's."
It's
look at
epic
that.
mealtime bullshit.
Yes, I cured a 8-pound prime rib in whale urine and blubber for 2 years, and this happened.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Oh fuck! Oh, I got to see what the fuck happened."
I got to watch that.
Yeah.
But now, like I said,
And
enough of the talking, and let's get to the cooking.
It's really good.
Thank you.
That's very good. Yeah, you do that good. But so there's the difference. At the end of the show, my shows, when I say, okay, blah blah blah, whatever I say, blah blah blah. Don't forget, we're here for you. Not like some of those shows are just showing you stuff and you're going, holy shit, that's crazy. Yeah, crazy's fun to watch, but I'm here to show you things that you can make. That's
You're
and
functionally
I
educating.
really feel that
so people can eat. And if you're watching Guga, it's like you're either watching that or like WWE. It's both of them are entertainment. You're not going to go out and do either of those things.
He's very entertaining. He does this stuff really well. He's got his shit down on lock. He's great at what he does. We're just very different, and I don't know that our worlds do this.
Well, would it surprise you if I told you that in a mere matter of weeks, your pal and mine, Malcom Reed, is going to shoot with Guga?
No, it would not surprise me.
Oh.
No, it would not surprise me because
he is.
Because people want to, look, he's got a huge audience and people, I mean this in the nicest way possible, want to attach. So attach.
I feel like your 4 million YouTube subscribers are also subscribers to his. I feel like if you did a collaboration, that doesn't Guga's. Like that doesn't push you over 4 million if you did a collab on Guga.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, you know what? So when we were talking, and look, I really like Guga. We've talked a couple times on the phone and stuff. I really like him. But he's like, what could we do? And I'm trying to think of like, fuck, what do we do? We kill a whale and then we walk into the whale's mouth and like start taking bones out, and I mean it's that kind of. I mean, I don't know. What do you?
It would have to be. You would have to do a Sam style video. You would have to teach people how to cook something on Guga's channel.
A whale? How to cook a whale?
No, just something regular, something that people can get their hands on.
But Google doesn't want that. That's not going to. Presumably, whatever we do together, he will have his people shoot for him, and I will have Max shoot for me. And then, is he going to want to post me making, like something
why wouldn't you just go on your own and let his people shoot? You're going there to do a video with him.
Oh, you mean just for his channel?
Yeah.
Not for mine?
No. I assume he's asking you to come down, so that would be for his channel.
It was always a mutual thing. Because he wants, what's his number? Tell me how many people he has.
I believe it's 478-385-4197. That's his number. If you want to give him a call, that's his number.
Fuck off. Well, how many subscribers?
I don't know.
That's what I meant. It's more than me.
Stand by.
Yes. Go ahead. Play your
Guga. Guga Foods 5.61 milli.
Okay.
Guga on its own 3.38 milli.
Okay. So a shit ton more.
Yeah, like two.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't care about my 4 million. Maybe he just wants to put it on his. But if he wants it on both, I mean, what? I got to turn, cooking a whale's vagina into something that regular people here in San Diego can watch.
Yeah. He tried every frozen pizza. One destroyed the rest. Snoozer.
No, well, look, it's probably 3 days ago and 8 million views.
842,000 views 11 days ago. Snoozer.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. What are you doing? All right. Sam, what do you have coming up? You'd like to promote before I let you go?
I'm going to Japan.
Hiya. When?
In 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
20th. 20th.
So you'll be back to recap.
Yeah. And not in June because you're not here in June.
Oh, shit,
the
that's
July
right.
recap will be a good. The July recap will be a good one.
Yes, we'll have plenty to talk about.
I will have done 2 Sam the Cooking Guy guided tours in Japan, Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. 2 of them back to back with a 2-day break in between. And Max and I will have shot for a few days at the end of that in Tokyo for Kewpie And we're talking about going to Seoul to do some stuff with Korean Airlines. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but that's the plan right now.
All right.
Lots to talk about.
You're busy as always, so we will take next month off. Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
And book number 7 is due to my publisher in a little less than a month.
When are you going to start it?
Oh, come on, man! Don't do that. Look. That's the table of contents.
Let's see it.
I don't really want to show it.
All right. Well, you held it up like you wanted to promote it. Oh, for Christ's sake!
No, I just showed you a fast thing
all
because
I got it.
Because I don't want to share that yet.
Yes, of course.
Anyway,
NDAs have been signed. So, all right. We'll reconvene in July. I'll talk to you about my extended international trip because I am an international traveler, and we'll get
do something different. They're not the same restaurants.
Same thing. Everything's the same.
No, don't. No.
Everything must be the same. Everything.
No, it must do something different, please.
All right. Maybe we'll go outside the wire.
I would like that.
Yeah. See if I come back alive. So, all right.
You'll come back alive.
Sam Mose, appreciate the time. July it is. There he is. Sam
Love you.
Love you. All right. ShopSTCG.com is the place to go to get Sam the Cooking Guy's cooking stuff and clothes and all that fun stuff. And thecookingguy.com is his normal website where you can link over to YouTube and get cooking recipes and all that fun stuff. Charles is right there behind me over my left shoulder. Look at how big that stupid cat is. Wow, you can't even see his face. We're back with Bobby. Stick around, be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Whole packers, full racks, legs and thighs, injecting butts. If you've never heard this before, you might think you found the best XXX show ever. Let's get back to the most homoerotic host out there today, Greg Rempe.
And we thank Sam the Cooking Guy for joining us. Thecookingguy.com or shopstcg.com, you pick. Closing the show tonight, somebody who I've known for at least almost 25 years. The mold was broke, back and better than ever. It is Bobby Rempe. Hey, Bobber.
Hello.
What's happening?
Nothing much.
Back from Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So let's just get right into it. Quentin regaled us of a yelling match between you two and your neighbor.
Yes.
Is there any other details you would like to add to that? Or
that he's a terrible person.
Oh.
He shouldn't have come and knocked on the door the way he did, and that he never owns the street, and that he was wrong in everything he was saying. And then every time we pointed it out, he goes, "Yeah, you're right, but no, but I'm right."
Leave it there. As the kids say, period.
Right. Period.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to Florida tomorrow. Looks like we're leaving the house 5:30 a.m.
Yep.
And we'll drop you off at the airport 600-ish.
Yes.
And then I, as a reward, get to push on down to Columbus, Ohio, where I will be taking part in some kind of senior and executive level management course over what is the balance of the day down there. As my reward, I will be spending the night having dinner at Jeff Ruby's.
Oh.
And then I have a one-on-one meeting with the sales manager down in the South first thing in the morning on Thursday. So all kinds of fun happening. What are you most looking forward to getting down to Bradenton?
Doing really much of nothing.
Yes.
In the sun and eating my grandma's food and going to the beach.
Drinking my pops' liquor.
I'm excited to see them, and I'm excited to go outside.
Yeah.
Where it's going to be warm.
It's been a hellaciously long-lasting winter, even with a day here or there of 70, followed by days of mid-40s to almost 50.
It's not the winter anymore. Yeah, it's not even the winter, and it's this damn cold.
Yeah.
How about it was 70 degrees in Pittsburgh, and then we got here, and it was 50.
How about that?
That sucks.
That's what happens. You live near the lake. It gets cold right now.
Yeah. And it was cold all week outside.
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh.
Yes, it's been bad all week.
Hate it.
It's only Tuesday.
It's so annoying.
All right. Bobby is a level 1 trauma emergency department nurse.
Yep.
What has been the best blood and guts story since the last time you were on that you can tell us about? No names, please. HIPAA applies. I don't need to get sued.
I don't want to get fired.
Yeah. But wait, before that, we have a YouTube poll question of the week. Bobby, would you rather have long nose hair or long ear hair?
Ear hair.
Right.
I can hide it with my hair.
Sam, the cooking guy, said ear hair. Your dad said ear hair. And 50% of the YouTube voting public said ear hair. When this show started, 100% of the YouTube voting public wanted nose hair. Malcom Reed wanted nose hair.
Does he have a mustache?
Quentin, yes. Your boyfriend Quentin said long nose hair. And a vast majority of the YouTube voting public wanted nose hair. And somehow, as we get ready to close the show here tonight, we have worked all the way back to, as my old friend Crackhead Bob used to say,
hello,
titty. So I love it, and there we go.
I think because if you have long hair, you choose the ear hair because you can cover it up. But if you're a guy
chose the ear hair.
And you have a mustache, well, I don't know about you then, but
I don't want long nose hair.
Well, then maybe this is my way of thinking.
Yeah.
But if I was the guy and I had a mustache, I would choose the nose hair because it just blends in.
Well, we have to. Whoever wrote that question didn't really give it enough thought.
I did.
Yeah. Let me ask the question that I asked. Best blood and guts story since the last time you were on.
I don't know the last time I was on, so I don't know
It's been a little while.
Has happened, but probably
What's the most traumatic thing you've seen recently?
There's so much. Well, the biggest one that I can remember because I was in the room, it was this old lady, and somehow she.
What's old?
She had white hair. I don't know. She might have been in her 80s.
Oh.
But that's why this is weird.
Yeah.
She came in as a level 1 trauma, and we were told hit by car, unstable pelvic fractures, pelvis exposed. The vital signs were terrible. We're like, oh, this is going to be so bad. So they fly her here.
Oh.
They land. And as they're getting on the elevator, she arrests. Because she's exsanguinating from her thigh.
Yeah.
Basically what happened was...
Inside? Or you could see it?
Split open.
Oh.
Yes. So I don't know how, but she was in the car, thought she put it in park. It was actually in reverse. So then she got out and it ran her over. I don't know how that happens, but
old. That's how it happened.
But for the wound she had, it hit her either hard or just right. It was I'm not gonna stand.
Was there a car at the scene? Can somebody corroborate that?
It was
Could she
in
have
her
been
driveway.
stabbed?
In her driveway.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
She basically bled out on her driveway.
Did you save her?
No.
Ah! Every time you come on this and tell a story, they die.
Well, A lot of people die.
Wrong. Everybody dies.
So true. But she arrested on the way down.
Oh, dear.
So we were like, get the blood. And then
Did you clamshell that old bag?
half.
Half clam.
Yeah.
Straight down or straight across?
Straight, like right here. Like right under the heart.
Yeah.
To get to the heart because it had just happened when she'd gotten there. Normally, if she arrested before she got to the hospital, they wouldn't have done that because of her age. But holy crap. They had to try and like clamp the aorta off so she would stop gushing out of her thigh.
Oof.
Where her thigh meets her pelvis pretty much was split like all the way down. It was just
wow.
Yeah. Then she died.
Nightmares about that?
No.
No?
No.
Think about it much at all?
No.
Never think about it?
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wow.
Sometimes I think something's wrong with me because nothing really there bothers me.
Yes, that's called a sociopath. Psychopath. Sociopath? Sociopath, right.
Then I guess I'm perfect for the
Yeah,
job.
Right. Great. You could also be a good serial killer if you wanted to.
I guess.
Yeah.
Probably.
Stay saving people for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Quentin also mentioned some other news. A move to Atlanta.
Yes.
All right. So he said he's going down very quickly after he gets back from Florida.
Yeah, like we get back on the 13th and he's going to leave the 15th.
All right. Whoa. Hot quick.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And when do you leave?
When I feel like it.
Or is it just going to be long distance?
Well, I have to finish my contract at my job,
Yeah.
which ends July 15th. And then I'll go.
Go.
So
Go.
I don't know if I'll stay like a week after that. But basically, we'll be out of our lease at the end of July. So we just have to be out by then.
You told them you're terminating the lease early?
Yes.
Yes.
They were
said,
nice
hey,
about
no
it.
problem. Don't even worry about late fees or termination fees. We got it covered for you. Just God bless.
No.
Oh.
They said, oh my gosh, thanks so much for letting us know ahead of time. Most people just up and leave at the end of the month. So you'll be saving us a lot of money in fees. So we probably won't have you pay very much of that, like lease termination fee. Great. I think they're lying, but
Probably.
we'll find out.
They've been horrible landlords.
Terrible.
Yeah.
They suck.
They're probably going to sue you.
I have files. City Life Properties in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
If you try to sue me, I'm going to sue you back.
Yeah, that's right. Don't even try it.
No.
We have lawyers on retainer ready
Pictures.
to go.
I made a slideshow.
We know Tim Misney.
Yep.
He'll make you pay.
Mm.
So just know that.
I try to do the face.
All right, what's your favorite, what's your big expectation of going down to Atlanta?
That the weather's better.
Yes?
I don't have much.
No?
I hope I like it. I've never been. That's all.
Do you have a job down there?
No, not yet. I'll get one.
You're going without?
Well, I'm gonna like apply and try, but right now I don't
Just
have one.
wherever? Are you going to be are you going to try and be specific in your search?
Well, I want to work at a hospital similar to mine. I think there's really only like one big trauma center down there, which is Grady Memorial.
Mm.
So I'm gonna apply there, and then there's like the Emory University hospitals. I don't know anything about them. I need to do more research, but I also need to get a license so I can practice.
I thought that was easy. You just apply and you get it.
Yeah, but
Your what did you call it? The packet?
the
junket?
compact.
The compact.
Compact
I knew it was
state
some-
license. I could like practice in 36 states with that
Yeah.
or something.
You just apply online for that?
Yeah, and
You
I
don't
pay
have to take
money.
a test?
No.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, you should have that.
Well, yeah.
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 What are you waiting on?
I don't know,
Bad answer.
but I'm being honest.
It's happening. It's happening. Get your Compart.
Compact.
Get your Compot Duroc pork, and you're eating. What's the outside of sitting in the sun? Is there a food place or anything specific that you're looking forward to the most?
In Atlanta?
No, going on vacation.
Oh my God, the Hobnob It's
You're going to
open.
go to Hot Knob?
Heck yeah, I am.
Yeah, it's open.
I can't wait. I want a hot dog.
We did tell Grandma and Grandma Pops that, by the way, I don't know if everybody thinks I lie when I do this. Can you see the monitor?
There's nothing pointed to me.
Can you creep around and see?
Oh.
This is a picture of Grandma and Pops, right? Everybody thinks this is a joke. Right? That's a picture of them?
Yep.
Yeah. That's right.
That
Look
that's
at them.
Literally them.
Look at them. It's like they never age.
Never.
Yeah. They take the same picture every year.
Yes.
Same pose.
It's to show the progression.
Yeah. Pop's tough guy tattoo on his right forearm back when he was in the motorcycle club.
Yes.
Mm.
Very, very tough.
Very tough.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What are you promoting tonight, Bob? Anybody want to follow you? Are you gonna
it's
record
the summer,
your
everyone.
journey down to thing and try and become a content creator?
No.
Flash in the pan potentially. You can make a lot of money doing that.
Flashing the pan like cooking?
Flash in the pan. No, now you're famous, now you're not. Flash in the pan.
Oh, I don't.
Don't people say that?
I've never heard that.
Mm.
But I'm promoting that if you wear if you drive a motorcycle,
yes,
you better wear a helmet,
right,
and your gear, because it's trauma season. And you know what they call motorcycles?
No.
Donor cycles.
Donors. Eek.
I'm not kidding. They're dangerous. I hate them.
Yes. Well, I think the people riding them, by and large, are probably good folks. It's like everything around them that's dangerous.
It's all of the things. That's why you should prepare, because you can't trust anyone.
That's right. It's not a matter of if you're going to put that motorcycle down. It's when you're going to put that motorcycle down.
But hopefully never.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Quinn says you are the grill master of the house.
I am.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Hot dogs.
Oh, I meant to say, we did tell Grandma and Pops that they should have hot dog dinner down there. And Grandma was like, oh, I would never do that. That's so lame. And I was like, oh, no, she'll think it's great. She'll think you love her the most if you get her 2-3 packs of hot dogs
I
and
love
buns,
hot dogs.
ketchup.
There's nothing better.
Mustard.
For Easter, I got a hot dog steamer.
Yeah.
It's the best. If this was TikTok, I would say insert video here.
Ooh, wow. You did that right as the music came up. That was perfect. Yeah, you would have had a backing track to
Yes,
talk it up.
it would be a video of the review of my hot dog steamer. I took it to work.
And you give it 10 out of 10?
Yes.
10 out of 10 stars?
Yeah, great.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Have you used it more than once?
Yep.
Really?
I took it to my friend's house. We were getting ready to go to the draft. And
right.
I said, I'm going to bring my hot dog steamer and we can have some hot dogs. And so we did.
Yeah, just like any sporting event. Steamed wien.
Perfect.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
No overcooking? Just perfect wieners every time.
Yes.
And
I mean, you got to watch it,
and the
obviously.
buns don't oversteam?
They can.
Yeah, I feel like they could get wet.
You just got to watch it.
Yeah.
You got to open it the right way because the buns are at the top.
Right.
By the roof. So if you open it too slow, it's going to get them wet.
Oh, I thought that maybe they would just get wet if they stayed in there for 40 minutes.
I mean,
no top open, overly steamed, mushy.
Yeah, I mean, they can. But
doggy.
I'm diligent about my hot dogs.
Ah, you are fastidious in your hot dog checking.
I am.
Yeah.
And I did brats in it too.
Diligent.
The brats were really good in there.
Yeah.
And I like making those on the grill.
You missed Italian sausage last night on the Blackstone with peppers and onion.
I know.
Ooh, they were good. Yeah, good. All right. Well, soon you will be in Florida.
Yes.
Literally, at least we're leaving in about 6 hours. Ugh. That's going to be an early rise.
I have to pack.
You didn't come packed?
Well, I didn't have a big enough suitcase at my house.
Oofa-loo. All
so
right.
I
well,
brought
let's
my
end the
small
show.
suitcase and packed 2 extra bags.
All right. Well, sounds good. Let's turn you loose so you can get to your packing. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Rempe right there. Thank you for coming on, as always. All right, and that's going to do it for me, so I will go ahead and delete these 2 things as we get ready to check out for this evening. All the way back in the first hour, it was a Malcom Reed and a Quentin Posey, a.k.a. person just closed the show's boyfriend. Second hour, Sam the cooking guy. And Bobby Rempe closing it out. Maddie just returning from a trip to the grandparents. Bobby and Quentin now heading 3 days later to the grandparents. Lots going on here. Many logisticalizing things happening as we get ready to go through midweek here. Big show planned for you next week. We have week 2. We will have our long anticipated, dare I say hotly anticipated ham talk with Robert Moss next week. Looking forward to that. Show reminder and programming note. First Tuesday of June, no show, will be in Bahamas. Doing the same thing, whether Sam likes it or not. I like it there. I will do the same thing there. Thank you. So, how do I always leave you? September 11th, 2001. I will never forget. And until next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, this is your program house host and proud U.S. American Greg Rempe saying, Shalom! Shalom!
This is Steve, the Cookout Coach, and you're listening to the Barbecue Central Show.